Hi everybody, Todd Langwell here, but you can call me Spud because all the cool kids are doing it. So let me ask you a question. Is there such a thing as truth? Yes or no? I've heard many people in the modern era propose that all truth is relative. Now I tend to disagree, but for those of you who think there is no absolute truth, let me just toss out an analogy here. Suppose I come to you and I ask to borrow $100, and you say, sure, when can I get it back? And I say, 2 weeks, no problem, I'll get it right back to you. I promise. Thanks a lot. So when 2 weeks passes, you come to me and say, Spud, buddy, how about that $100 you owe me? I'm a little hard up here. And I say, what are you talking about? I gave that to you already. Well, no, Spud. The truth is, you didn't. What is truth? It's true to me. How dare you call me a liar? How are you going to feel about that? Are you going to be satisfied with my relative approach to truth? I'm going to go ahead and propose that you're not. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and assert that you're going to be pretty upset with Spud. Because the truth is, I just cheated you out of $100. To take it further, say in a couple more weeks, I show up at your door and say, I am sorry about that little misunderstanding, and I don't hold it against you that you're not on my same level of enlightenment. But how about lending me another $100? Are you going to give it to me? Hell no, you're not. In fact, you might even try to punch me in the face, and I wouldn't blame you. You're going to call me a liar, and you're going to tell me to hit the road and never come back. Now, say in a few days, you run into somebody you know at a coffee shop, and you get to talking, and they tell you that they've just met this great guy named Spud, who has this amazing investment opportunity, and they're going to get in on it. What are you going to tell them? Oh yeah, Spud, he's a stand-up guy. Or are you going to say, that guy's a liar? Don't give that guy a red cent. He ripped me off for $100 and had the audacity to come back asking for more. You'd be a fool to trust that guy. I think the answer is pretty obvious. Okay? So let's complicate things a little. So let's say that you, just like the Spud, are an avid Los Angeles Angels baseball fan. Okay? Is that going to change your response? Are you going to say, Spud did lie to me, ridicule me, and rip me off for $100, but as long as there's Boston Red Sox fans in the world, we Angels fans have to stick together. No, I don't think that's going to mitigate the situation one iota. To you, I'm still a liar and cannot be trusted. But what if I told you that someone had lied to me too? So I have every right in turn to lie to you. How about that? Does that make you feel any better? Probably not. Okay. Considering our history, are you going to recommend me for a job? Are you going to give me a glowing character reference? Are you even going to keep me on your Christmas card list? I think not. So when the President of the United States emphatically tells you that he will never, ever, in a million years, under any circumstances, sign any bill into law for any reason until the American people have been given 5 full days after its passage to review and comment on it, and that he will earnestly listen to the feedback of the people, what do you think that means? To me, it means the American people will be given 5 days to review and comment on any bill before the president signs it. Now, how about when the president says he will clearly detail for you any potential corporate and special interests contained in the bill? What does that mean to you? Did you get a chance to review the health care bill before the president signed it? Did he ask for your input? Did he point out any of the built-in corporate benefits or expose any of the pork in the bill? Did he? No. In fact, what he did was to sign it immediately, ridicule you for voicing your concerns, and then smugly told you to get out of his way. And while it's true that there is no legal obligation for the president to do any of this, what is fact, what is truth, is that he promised he would. Now, I know a lot of you out there pull for the same team as Mr. Obama, but how can you justify that? In what sense of the word is he not a liar for promising one thing and doing another? And how does the fact that other people have also lied make this lie any less of a lie? One of the great justifications I hear for Mr. Obama's lies is that his predecessor, Mr. Bush, was also a liar. I know, because you people never stopped pointing out his lies. You stood on the street corner and shouted and protested and raised bloody hell and never shut up about it. I remember. And I agreed with you in large part, because to me, the truth is the truth. But now you show how much you really care for the truth through your silence and complicity. You seem to have a newfound sense of relativism when it comes to the truth. Your sense of outrage seems to be dulled by your pride and undying loyalty to the mindset of us and them. Could you really believe that your ideology is so superior that you and you alone are allowed to bend the rules that govern truth and its importance to society? Now, I have no better argument for this than what I pointed out in our last installment concerning Mr. Obama's promise to bring our troops home from Iraq. How can those of you who protested Mr. Bush's involvement in Iraq with such vigor not carry the same energies into your criticism of Mr. Obama, who got elected by promising to end the war with his very first presidential act, and still pretend that you ever had any true convictions on the subject? You have proven yourselves to be partisans and ideologues, and I pledge to use all my energies to expose you as such, not lovers of the truth, but lovers of yourself and of your selfish pride. And look, we all know I'm not talking to the partisans and liberal ideologues because, let's face it, they are not going to listen. But what I'm saying to the rest of you is this: there is truth. The truth does matter, and the ability to force truthful representation is in your hands. In fact, I assert it is your duty to do so. Do not succumb to the lie that it is out of your control. It is entirely within your control. Hold your representatives accountable for their promises. Do not relent. Demand the truth. Do not allow lies to go unchallenged in the public forum. If your representative breaks his promise, call him on it. If he tries to justify it, call him on that too. You alone hold this power and no one else. You cannot rely on the media to shine light on darkness to which they themselves are complicit. You have to rise up and find your voice. Your voice does matter. Do not allow those who are attempting to intimidate you and silence your voice prevail, because you alone are the guardian of a just and truthful society. Do not abdicate your right. Do not shrink from your duty to your nation in this hour of need. Remember, the truth is behind you. That's my take on it. I'm Spud. For the Spud blog, thank you for joining us. If you find this video useful, I humbly ask that you share it and rate it on YouTube. Thank you.